Hey Kulesh, this is FCB Mumbai, the home of FC Barcelona in India. We ended our club league with a one-all draw to Sevilla at home at the Camp Nou, and then we had a bit of an international break where some of our players represented their countries in the UEFA Nations League and the CONMEBOL qualifiers. We will be discussing a little bit about that, and we'll also be reviewing our game against Getafe away at the Colosio Alfonso Perez. So joining me today are a few colleagues who will discuss on the subject, and let's just dive into it. So today with me on the panel, we have Sagar and Chalki who are making a comeback to the podcast. And we have with us Tejas Gala. So
Hello.
Tejas, let's just start with you. How do you
Yes,
feel this international break has been for the players that have played for FC Barcelona?
I think mainly the focus was on Griezmann. Obviously, he was somewhat out of form in Barcelona. But again, as you all know, that Deschamps has, played him very well. And also Griezmann is scoring goals continuously for France. So I think he can have a comeback in Barcelona. Let's hope it best for him.
Also, not to forget that comeback of the celebration that was quite special. I hope he scores for Barcelona and then celebrates the same way. And he scored that wonderful goal against Croatia. I guess he scored in the friendly too against Ukraine. Was it Ukraine? Not sure,
Yes.
not so sure
Yeah.
about it. And he was quite good against Portugal as well in that nil-nil draw. So it seems like the positioning has been the only problem with him during his time at Barcelona. He shifts quite to the right wing to help build up the play. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I hope Koeman finds a better role for him, and we hope. I mean, all of us hope that he can get back to his goal scoring form.
Sagar, the players that have featured for Barcelona, let me read out the names, and have represented their countries in this international break are Braithwaite for Denmark, Pjanic for Bosnia-Herzegovina, Griezmann for France, Messi for Argentina, Clement Lenglet France, De Jong for the Netherlands, Busquets for Spain, Coutinho for Brazil, Ansu Fati for Spain. There was Ricky Puig, Araujo, Trincao, and Pedri also who featured for their countries. Some of them playing in the under 21 format. Whom do you feel had some of the most glittering performances and actually played a very important role for their team, leaving aside Griezmann?
I will say Frankie de Jong, obviously, because I also think he was a man of the match last game. And if not man of the match on paper, but he was the main player for Netherlands. I was also reading some like articles about how Frankie de Jong was watching the midfield there, and he also got a very good rating against Italy, I think so. And he was just brilliant. Like its position, also the in Netherlands he was playing, it was just brilliant, and he was just watching the midfield. I saw the highlights. He was just taking the ball, running forward, pressing continuously, and those long balls were too good.
I mean, it's
Even
amazing.
the Italy head coach Mancini complimented him, saying that he was brilliant
Yeah,
against
yeah,
them, and
A joy to
he's
watch.
one of the best midfielders in the world, and he quite
he
enjoyed
is.
him, I guess.
He did put out a post on Instagram saying he was slightly disappointed with the result, but he's going to keep his head up and perform. I'm pretty sure Koeman is going to be very happy about that. You think any players are going to make a sort of change in Koeman's tactics these days? Because we've noticed that we've got exhaustive games coming up. We've got Madrid, we've got Getafe, we've got a Champions League game, a tough Champions League game. So do you think Koeman is going to utilize a lot more of the rotations now? Tejas, I'd like you to answer that.
Yes, I think Dembele would be used more often because, according to me, I want Griezmann to sit on bench
Okay.
and start with Dembele, and then we can use Griezmann in the second half. So, and also we
Interesting.
need a striker. We need a striker. Let's hope that
Right.
Depay comes in Jan.
Sagar
But my
Chalke,
first
क्या लग
Tejas,
रहा
preference
है?
would be Lautaro. My first
Tejas,
preference would be Lautaro.
Tejas right
Yes,
there
yes, you
brought up
can.
a really good point. You remember the game against Sevilla, the 1-1 draw, our recent game.
Yes, yes, yes.
It was quite obvious that we are missing a number nine, because whenever there were crosses coming in the second half, in the latter second half, the only target man we had up front was Frankie De
Yes,
Jong.
yes,
A
Frankie de
guy
Jong.
was playing CDM, more of like that defensive role in the midfield. was for up as in striker. Now that's quite weird, I should say. So yeah, we are definitely missing a number 9, and once again we miss you, Suarez.
Well, coming back to the number 9 issues, we do face a Getafe who are coming off a rather mixed sort of form. They started off the campaign with a 1-0 loss. They started off, they had a draw in between, they've won away, and they've lost a lot at home. We are going to their stadium where they don't have a good track record this season. So that could, I think, Koeman would have a lot of opportunities here to experiment. सागर क्या लगता है experimental basis पे whom should we put out there in 11 given that it's Getafe and we've got two very strong games coming up back to back?
I don't think so. Like Koeman coach, मतलब experiment करेगा. Only experiment I was expecting was like Pjanic, but unfortunately he got injured or he got a knock. So I definitely is going to miss next game, I think so. And more than I want Griezmann to be benched, I want Trincao or Dembele to nourish on the right hand side because that's the wing we are missing. And also Jordi Alba is injured injured, so Sergio Dest will be playing as a left back and Roberto will be playing as right back. So I think so. These 3-4 changes, I think so. Koeman will be doing.
As we were discussing, there are a lot of tough games coming up for Barcelona after this Getafe game. So, do you see this Getafe game as a sort of opportunity for Koeman to experiment with this squad? Sagar, could you answer that?
Looking at last 2-3 years away performance from Barcelona, I don't think so. Koeman should try doing any experiments. Only experiment I prefer, like more than benching Griezmann, I think so. He should give Dembele or Trincao chances on the right hand side because, to be honest, our right hand side is just dead because there is no passing any movement from there. All the game is coming from the left or the center of the pitch. So I will prefer Dembele or Trincao starting on the right. So it will just create a havoc for the Getafe defenders. And other than that, I don't think so. There will be any much experience. I expect Sergio Dest to start on the left back position because, as we all know, Alba and Junior Firpo is injured, and Langlet is back, from the red card, or is missing the game.
He's back,
right?
He's
So
back.
I don't think so. Any more experiment he will prefer. Other than we are just perfect to go. We just need 3 points.
Corroborating
But I
to what
think
Sagar
Koeman
said,
should.
I'd like to
Yes,
come to
yes.
you on that, Tejas. Trincao has been subject to sidelining because he was in apparent contact with Cristiano Ronaldo, who has just contracted COVID-19. So while we wish Cristiano very speedy recovery as Barcelona fans, we'd also like to keep in mind that Trincao requires a negative test report to feature for us. So keeping that in mind,
Okay.
how would you see our experimentation going? Koeman's experimentation with the squad against Getafe.
Answer कर question बस.
Sagar, क्या लगता है? Do you
ठीक है.
feel Umtiti needs to be reintegrated into the setup? Or did he just do stupidity by not undergoing that surgery back then when it was a slight niggle and this is the exit door for him? What do you think? क्या लगता है Umtiti रहना चाहिए कि नहीं रहना चाहिए?
रहना चाहिए मतलब दिल तो कहता है रहना चाहिए obviously वो that was a big mistake not doing that surgery. Obviously he ruined his career, like if not ruined, like half of the years he has just wasted, directly has just wasted, because like Umtiti was so good for us. Like he was just brilliant with PK, and not seeing him fit just hurts for every fan. And I'm just hoping like he comes back into that beast form. The Samuel Umtiti we know, Big Sam. I'm just hoping that he comes back as soon as possible, and I will like to give him some chances. I know that last year that Celta game still hurts, but he himself wants to prove in Barca, as he's been saying from so long. So I will just love that Umtiti starts some game and proves himself back.
A lot of Barcelona
but
fans called
keeping-
him the Puyol replacement, but things took a turn for the worse. Chalke, yeah, please
But
continue.
honestly, keeping those emotions aside, like talking practically, Barca targeting Eric Garcia, and if Eric Garcia comes in, do you really see Umtiti starting ahead of PK or Longley or Araujo or Garcia? Because I don't. I
That's
really
on
don't.
Umtiti, na. That's on Umtiti. We'll
I
see
think Umtiti should
how
be
he
sold.
plays.
The only word I would use is sell for Umtiti.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to have a
Tejas here.
strong depth to our lineup because if I know Griezmann is going to stay, I know Trinca is going to stay, I know Dembele is going to stay, I know Pedri is going to stay, and definitely I know Messi is going to stay. But still, we are going for DPA in the attack. We are broadening our attacking options. So why not have a good enough backup in the defense as well? And knowing what Umtiti does, I think if he like bounces back, he could like give Longley, PK, even Garcia a run for their money. We know what Umtiti is capable of. He's a World Cup winner. Come on. We all know how important he was for France in the World Cup, and we all know how important he was to Barcelona. So let's move on from that now.
Exactly.
And now let's talk about our game plan versus Getafe. It shouldn't be that difficult to get those 3 points against Getafe. So they're just coming to you. What should our game plan be? What do you think will be in Koeman's mind leading up to the big games once again? Let us reiterate on that. Let us not forget we've got two massive games coming up. How important will this
Yes.
Getafe game be? How important will our tactics be in this game?
I want to bring you to the first match of Koeman under this La Liga, the opening match. We were so intense in that match. Brilliant performance it was. In defense also, we were pressing so high. You can see Busquets running from back to front again and again. That was a very brilliant game. I want to see the same intensity in every match. Also, we have UCLs upcoming. There is Madrid, Juventus. There are many big games in this month. I hope the best for the Barca. I would go with the same performance, same lineup,
Formation.
same formation. And instead of Griezmann, I would start Dembele. Coutinho is fabulous this season, fabulous. I know this is very early to predict some, but starting के जो matches थे, they were best. Coutinho is back in form. That's it. And in defense against Getafe would be Neto in goal. We have Roberto, Araujo, Longley, and Dest. In midfield, I would have Busquets and De Jong. Front four would be Dembele, Coutinho, Ansu Fati, and Messi in false 9 number. What would be you guys choosing as a lineup?
Even I'll go with the same lineup. I think so. This lineup is perfect, and I think so. Koeman will also prefer this lineup only. I don't see any other changes, but I will also go with the same lineup for the Getafe game.
Yeah, even I think Dembele might be getting a chance. Maybe, just maybe, if Koeman decides not to start Griezmann. And once again, the talking point is Serginho Dest. Serginho Dest on the left could be really, really important going ahead against Getafe because Getafe press really, really, really high. They're very good at pressing, so we need to control that press and then continue with our game. As they just said, Coutinho was fabulous, and I hope he continues those performances. And yeah, really, I hope he get the 3 points. What about you, Jude? I mean, you are pretty confident in Griezmann, right? So, do you see Griezmann starting?
Yeah, I agree with all three of you. I see the same lineup, except I think I'd still see PK starting over Araujo with Longley coming back. There might be a few rotations because it's Getafe. I think PK, with all due respect to his age, even Busi, with all due respect to their age, they might be, kept out of this game, and we'd see someone else come in. I just hope I get to see Pooch play this game. I really want to see Pooch play. And I think with Frankie sticking to the defense, Pooch will have his liberty up in that role, linking up with Messi and Coutinho. Man, it's going to be a dream game if that happens. And in that case, I think Araujo and Longley can handle the defense well. And we all know what Sergino Dest is capable of. Having said that, now I like to let nostalgia get the better of me. Cucurella is playing for Getafe. And back in the day when he was a Barcelona product, we were mad about Cucurella. We were mad about him. Man, especially that game. He played that game against Madrid where he assisted 3, if I'm not wrong. He played such a beautiful game, and that was like, "Wo apna banda hai, dekho, wo apna banda." And now you see him in the opposition, and you're like, ah. And even their striker, I think Angel Rodriguez, he's also in form. I think he scored a brace against Sociedad. So we've got a little bit to fear about Getafe, not too much, but 98 out of 100 for Barcelona.
It's an away game. We have to fear every opponent from La Liga. We have to just fear if we are playing away.
Yeah, I think the away match has been broken. after that Celta ka match,
Yeah,
I think the away cards are broken. Let's hope good.
I was about to say the
Let's
same.
hope. Let's
That
hope. Let's
Celta
hope
game
that's the case.
was really special, honestly speaking,
Fabulous. Yes.
because every season a Celta away game, and I'm like, यार गए 3 point तो नहीं आने वाले, 2 आ गए,
Same,
एक आ गया तो
same
काफी
was
बड़ी
with
बात होगी.
Anueta. But then Valverde proved us wrong.
No, it wasn't Valverde. We won at Anueta against Luis Enrique.
Okay, guys, I would ask a
Yeah.
question. As
My
we all
bad.
know
Neymar was
that
the scorer.
Golden Boys list has come for 2020, Golden Boys
Yeah.
list. So what do you think who will win? According to me, Ansu Fati should win.
Look,
See,
What do you
I don't
think?
think so.
honestly,
Ansu Fati.
okay,
I'll.
let Sagar answer, then Chalke, and then I'll
Okay.
go for it.
Okay, no issues.
We,
Sagar, go
we
ahead.
all really hope that Ansu Fati should win, but I don't think so. He is the top contender. I'll prefer Alphonso Davies or Haaland, because Alphonso Davies has also won the Champions League and including a treble, and also Haaland has been on season absolutely brilliant for Dortmund in Champions League, in Bundesliga, also for his country.
Okay.
So my top two choices will be Davies and Haaland, and also maybe Greenwood. Yeah.
I'm pretty surprised by a certain name that Sagar missed. Yeah, obviously we hope for Ansu Fati to win because of a fanboyism, but then the best contender for the trophy, for the award, would be Jadon Sancho, without a doubt. I think Jadon Sancho is taking that award, and I think Haaland would finish after him. Jude seems to be
Let's see.
disagreeing with all of it. Let's see what he wants
Not
to say.
really. I mean, I've seen Sancho play, I've seen Haaland play, and they link up really well with Hazard up three. They make a formidable attacking trio for Dortmund. I don't see them to be nearly as complete players as much as Davies is, dude. I love Ansu Fati. I really love to see him, and I'll be overjoyed. But hands down, I feel this award, Alfonso Davies deserves it. You've won the treble. You've impressed. I think for Canada too, he played really well against USA. And Canada and USA always gets the better of them. He's brought a new dimension to not only attack. He's good at tracking back. He's good at defense. At times you see him rush up to the midfield, retrieve balls. That guy is pure talent, and he's
Let's
doing
stop.
it.
Just let's
doing
stop
it.
about talking about Davis, please.
He's
Just
at
stop.
such a young age. He was interested in joining Barcelona. Let's not forget that.
Let's
I'm
stop.
going
But
to be sad
Bartomeu
about that.
Bartomeu told he's a Canadian.
Let's-
Bartomeu.
No, the
Acha,
biggest
we
answer
don't-
is he wasn't 30 years old.
Completely stop it.
Let's not bring Davis and Barcelona in same.
Yes.
I credit where it's due.
Just-
Come on. Credit where it's due. Okay, now having
Oh,
said
Sagar,
that,
I can see that pain. I can see that pain behind the smile.
lot of pain,
So yeah, it's fine.
Okay, guys,
I'm saying, yeah, we've been through all 3 seasons, a lot of pain, but I guess that has brought all the fans together. We've been through those tough times, and we'll definitely enjoy the good times that are coming ahead. So keep the faith and Visca Basa.
okay, now it comes to the most interesting part of this podcast, the predictions. So Tejas, let's start.
First, you all guys. I would win last.
What kind of mentality is this?
Yeah,
You go first.
I'm definitely not going to, go before Jude says, because Jude's prediction are perfect. He's like
Perfect.
talking
No.
about fall of
My
FC Mumbai.
prediction took a toss last game match day because I said 4-0 Barcelona, and Sevilla literally splashed water on my hoop. So I'm going to go last.
It's fine. Okay.
Okay, I'll
so
start. Okay, I'll
let's start with Sagar. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go with I hope we keep a clean sheet, but I'll go with a 1-3 for Barcelona, and I really hope Messi scores from an open play, and I hope Messi will be scoring a brace according to me, and I hope Dembele or Coutinho will be the third goal scorer for us.
Tejas.
What do you think, Rahul? Rahul.
So, Tejas
He wants to
is
go last.
pretty shy about giving his predictions. Huh? So
He will notice. He will notice everyone and then say what.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
yes,
say
yes.
a 3-0 victory. I'll say a 3-0 victory. Messi brace and Griezmann scoring. I hope. I just hope.
Tejas.
Go ahead, Jude.
No. I told you I'm going last. Tejas.
Jude. Dude,
Come
your
on,
prediction.
Okay, boys, it's time. The Manita is coming up. It's going to be 5-1 Barcelona.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I can't
My prediction.
I even resist that, to be honest, because
I-
Jude is Jude. They just go ahead.
I think this would be a draw, putting a stone on my heart, because Getafe last season was fantastic.
I'll kill you, man.
Man, they're
What-
pressing, they're pressing, man.
Fuck the
If-
pressure.
Also,
If
last
we
season
draw,
में भी हम लोग
if
ने
we
draw
draw.
किया था away में. Yes, we draw. Last season away.
Yeah.
Ansu Fati का शायद
Nah,
first
nah,
goal
nah,
था.
nah. Last season against Getafe, we won 2-0. Suarez and Junior Firpo scored.
But I think it would be a draw. 2-2. 2-2.
Okay,
Who
fair
invited
enough.
him? Who invited him?
So Tejas thinks it's going to be a draw. Charke thinks it's going to be a 3-0 win, and Sagar thinks it's going to be a 3-1 win. I think I'm going to be very positive. Barcelona, don't ruin my plans, my predictions again. Please go get those.
I'm going to predict the same final score on a next game in the Champions
Yes. Same.
League. And Real Madrid also. I'll predict the
If
same
you are
score.
a
Okay?
Real Madrid fan and you're watching this video by any chance, we'd like to apologize for all the
Thank you
hurt
for
we've
watching.
caused you in the past seasons. So guys, there you have it. Another video from FCB Mumbai. Do keep following us. Do keep subscribing. We love to make these videos as interactive as possible. And do keep loving Barcelona. If by any chance you're a Kule residing in Mumbai, please do text us, message us, join us. We've got platforms all over social media. We welcome you fondly to our group. And we do have something very interesting coming up. So stay tuned on the YouTube channel. Till then, Visca El Barça, Visca Catalonia. Jai Hind.
Also, if we draw, I'm going to mention Tejas' address in the next video, and you guys can do whatever you want to.
Yeah.
If any of you guys want to join our next video, you can comment below. We will definitely love to
Yeah.
have you on our podcast.
Till then,
Visca Barça.
Iska Barça.